These are nicotine pouches. They are smokeless alternatives to tobacco. But unlike traditional smokeless tobacco products like snus or chewing tobacco, nicotine pouches do not actually contain tobacco. Instead, they are mostly made up of cellulose, artificial sweeteners, flavors, and nicotine. They are placed between the gum and upper lip, allowing the nicotine to be absorbed through the mucous membrane of the mouth. And they are flying off shelves in the United States. Sales of nicotine pouches in the US grew by 641% between 2019 and 2022, and this market is forecasted to continue growing at an annual rate of 33% until 2030. There are now several brands competing in this market, including Rogue, Velo, and Lucy. However, the dominant brand by far is Zyn. Zyn, which has become a social media sensation, is in so much demand that the country is literally running out of it. But the increasing popularity has also put the product in the spotlight, which has attracted attention from regulators who want to regulate how Zyn is sold and who can buy it. Which is why in this video we will take a detailed look at the economics of Zyn, including what it is, who is using it, what's behind the rise in popularity, and the potential challenges it brings up. Zyn is produced by Swedish Match, a multinational tobacco company headquartered in Stockholm. The company manufactures a range of products like snus, nicotine pouches, chewing tobacco, chew bags, tobacco bits, cigars, matches, lighters, and other fire products, and operates in Sweden, Denmark, the United States, the Dominican Republic, Brazil, the Netherlands, and the Philippines. It started selling Zyn pouches in the US back in 2014. Zyn experienced modest growth in the first couple of years. By 2020, Zyn pouches were available in around 100,000 stores across the US. The brand caught the attention of Philip Morris International, the American tobacco giant. Philip Morris owns a number of tobacco brands like Marlboro, Parliament, Virginia Slim, Chesterfield, and more. Based on this, you might think that Zyn and other popular nicotine pouches present a threat to Philip Morris's cigarettes business. However, this is not the case. See, the cigarette business is a declining business. As the harms from smoking conventional products have become better understood and tobacco control measures have been put to place, the cigarette market, from which tobacco companies make most of their profits, has started to shrink. In 2022, there were about 1.25 billion tobacco users aged 15 and older. That number is down from 1.36 billion in 2000, even as the world population has risen. To secure the industry's longer-term future, companies like Philip Morris have invested in, developed, and marketed newer nicotine and tobacco products. Which is why the company has embarked on a new strategy focused on delivering what it describes as a smoke-free future by switching smokers to its smoke-free products. PMI states that this will mean that they will eventually stop selling cigarettes altogether. This shift in strategy can be noticed in the company's financials as well. In 2023, smoke-free products made up 36.5% of PMI's total revenue, a substantial increase from 23.8% in 2020. And Philip Morris identifies Zyn as a strategic brand that would help the tobacco giant supercharge this vision of a smoke-free future, which is why PMI spent $16 billion acquiring a 90% stake in Swedish Match in November 2022. And early signs show that the bet is seemingly paying off, considering the skyrocketing growth Zyn has experienced since it was acquired by PMI. Studies have shown that there is a strong connection between those living with mental health issues and the use of nicotine products like Zyn. This increase can be mainly linked to individuals wanting to self-medicate to help alleviate symptoms of their mental health issues. And I know from my personal experience that whenever I went through periods of prolonged stress which affected my mental health, I turned to cigarettes and junk food as an easy fix. But I've learned that this was only treating the symptoms and not the actual root cause. And it was until I enrolled in therapy that I began to understand the importance of it. It wasn't just about talking through my challenges, it was about gaining the tools to manage stress, understand my triggers, and ultimately diminish stress's impact on my life. But I also know that finding the right therapist and the time to go to appointments isn't always easy, which is why today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp offers online therapy that's tailored to your needs. You can connect with a licensed therapist from the comfort of your home, which makes it so much easier to fit into your schedule. BetterHelp matches you with a professional who has years of experience dealing with people with similar struggles to yours. Additionally, BetterHelp gives you complete control over your therapy sessions, allowing you to choose whether you want to do it via phone call, video chat, or messaging. I've seen firsthand how much therapy can help, and I truly believe that having access to professional support can make all the difference. If you are struggling or just need someone to talk to, I encourage you to give BetterHelp a try. Go to betterhelp.com/MBAMaven or click the link below to enjoy a special discount on your first month. In an end-of-year earnings report, Philip Morris revealed that nearly 385 million cans of Zyn were shipped in the US in 2023, representing a 62% increase over the previous year. In that report, the company estimated even better results for 2024, forecasting US shipments to reach around 520 million cans. But because of stronger than expected shipment performance in the first 2 quarters of 2024, Philip Morris changed its forecast to 580 million cans for the entire year, suggesting that the demand for the product is still very strong. This performance makes Zyn the market leader in the oral smoke-free category, commanding approximately 75% of this market, meaning that 3 out of 4 products sold in this category are Zyn. And Philip Morris is obviously satisfied with this growth, considering that the unit economics of Zyn are quite good. A can of Zyn costs around $5 and contains 15 pouches. And according to a PMI spokesperson, Zyn nicotine pouches are 6 times more profitable than cigarettes. But Zyn has in a way become a victim of its own success. In recent months, Zyn has been suffering from a nationwide shortage fueled by growing demand. Philip Morris promised to recover the national stock by the end of the year, which is why it is spending about $1 billion this year to invest in bolstering US production of Zyn to meet demand. $600 million of that will go towards a new production plant in Aurora, Colorado. The manufacturing facility will begin operations by the end of 2025 and enter regular Zyn production in 2026. But what exactly is behind Zyn's surprising surge in popularity? Zyn has skyrocketed in popularity thanks to some combination of convenience and the endorsements of celebrities and influencers. When compared to smoking or vaping, Zyn stands out as a more discreet and more elegant alternative. Instead of having to go outside to smoke and smell of cigarettes all day, you can simply place a Zyn pouch under your lip and nobody would know you are even using it. Additionally, contrary to other smokeless alternatives like chewing tobacco, Zyn does not induce spitting, making it even more convenient. This convenience is what has made the product especially popular among those working in corporate jobs. Additionally, since Zyn is smokeless and does not contain tobacco, it is relatively healthier when compared to cigarettes and vapes. Therefore, many are turning to these pouches as a way to quit smoking or vaping. But Zyn has also seen growing popularity across social media and other content-based platforms. Zynfluencers is the name self-proclaimed Zyn influencers use to describe themselves. They post videos talking about the supposed product benefits, tips on how to optimize Zyn usage, and more. Videos with the Zyn hashtag have over 1 billion views on TikTok, illustrating the platform's role in Zyn's popularity. But perhaps the most important factor contributing to Zyn's growth is its attachment to masculinity. In 2024, masculinity has become somewhat politicized, with thoughts on this topic differing based on where you fall in the political spectrum. Some on the left often discuss toxic masculinity, which refers to cultural norms that, according to them, can be harmful. And some on the right value traditional views of masculinity as vital to maintaining order and stability in society. Among some of those on the right, there is a rising trend of reclaiming masculinity in the form of efficiency, rising and grinding, and taking on the world. Because of this, conservative celebrities and influencers hype up various products, stimulants, and lifestyle changes as necessary to achieve these goals and reclaim masculinity. And Zyn has become one of these products. Tucker Carlson, a former Fox News host, referred to Zyn as a powerful work enhancer and also a male enhancer, if you know what I mean, and has likened its effect to the hand of God reaching down and massaging your central nervous system. He also claims to use Zyn every second that he's awake, only taking it out seconds before he falls asleep. But the pouches have also shown up throughout the larger ecosystem of more conservative podcasters and comedians like Joe Rogan and Shane Gillis. This is a major reason why young conservative men are some of the biggest Zyn users as of right now. While social media and Zynfluencers have helped Zyn's sales, they have also brought some unwanted attention. A huge problem with Zyn, as is the case with all other nicotine products, is addiction. Nicotine is a highly addictive substance, and people have to take into account the effects of having an addiction when thinking about starting using such products. For some, it might be economical in the form of how much money they spend buying this product. For others, it might be issues related to mood when they stop using these products. And for others, might be the potential health effects of using the product for a prolonged time, effects which, as of right now, are quite underexplored. Proponents of Zyn say this is not an issue because many Zyn users are using these pouches to break free of more dangerous products like cigarettes. And if that was the case, then they would be kinda right. However, the challenge is, how do we make the products accessible to someone like that while not inadvertently addicting a new wave of individuals who never would have tried nicotine otherwise? A fundamental problem with Zyn is that its popularity across social media might be incentivizing teenagers to use the product. And this concern has brought scrutiny. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer recently called for a crackdown on products like Zyn, warning that companies, quote, log their sites on young kids, teenagers, and even lower, and then use social media to hook them. Philip Morris claims that it does not pay influencers to create content and talk about Zyn. The company also does not use models younger than 35 in its ads and bars anyone younger from 21 from accessing its website. And these measures might be working. According to the FDA, only 1.5% of high schoolers and middle schoolers reported using nicotine pouches last year. That's well below the roughly 10% who used electronic cigarettes. However, anti-Zyn advocates claim that if the product and its marketing is not properly regulated, this number will continue to increase over the following years.